Today we have to discuss about budget and cost constraints. It is very easier, but this is a new concept for us. Maybe symbol and other things will be new for us, but in overall it is easy to handle. Okay, about the budget, you know about what is budget. We have to manage to buy or to construct to produce something, and cost. Budget and cost, that is cost mean lagat, that to produce some goods, how much cost or how much of labor we have to invest, how much capital we have to invest. Now budgeting part, let's see. We have to capital X and capital Y be two types of goods. This is the symbol. Capital A, capital B can be used, but in general we use this. X, small x and small b, the respective quantity of the good, first and second. And M be the budget of the customer. Yes, we are the buyer. We want to manage, we have to manage the budget. So we are the customer, then our budget is M. So Px and Py be the prices per unit of goods X and Y. This is the per unit cost, and X and Y are the quantities of good, and capital X and capital Y are the types of the goods. M is the budget of us or the customer. So total expenditure for X units of good is, that is EXPX, good X is, and total expenditure for Y units of goods, Y is YPY. So these are the expenses for us. So now we have to manage the budget M. M is X times PX plus Y times X quantities at the rate of Px and Y quantities at the rate of Py. That will be the total budget to manage. So budget remains the same, but quantities of the good X and Y may be increase or decrease according to the preference of the customer. तपाईँसँग 10,000 रुपियाँ सपिङको लागि जानुहुन्छ, अहिले जिन्स प्यान्ट किन्नुहुन्छ, अर्को पटक टी सर्ट किन्नुहुन्छ, अर्को पटक जिन्स प्यान्ट र टी सर्ट मलाई मन परेन, मलाई मिनी स्कर्ट मन पर्यो, मलाई कुर्ता सुरुवाल मन पर्यो भन्न सक्नुहुन्छ लेडिजहरूले. That's why that depends on your preference, but you have the fixed budget. 10,000 रुपियाँ सपिङको लागि भनेर छुट्याउनु छ. कहिले क्वान्टिटी घटाउनुहोस्, अहिले त खाजा खानु पर्यो चट्ट मोमो हाउसमा गएर, द्याट्स इट, यु मे प्लान इन द्याट वे. अर्को एउटा खाजा खान्न बरु राम्रो ड्रेस किन्छु, यु मे म्यानेज इन द्याट वे. द बजेट इज फिक्स. दिस इज द एजुम्सन. नाउ डियर स्टुडेन्ट्स, now the second part, the equation of the budget. Now it can be converted into equation line. Xpx plus ypy equal to m. This is the equation. While asking about the equation, we have to list this. Now convert the equation equal to y equal to mx plus c from slope intercept from. Many times we have discussed this. So y equal here, y equal minus px by py times x plus m by py. This is slope intercept form of the given equation of the budget, converted in that way. Now the slope, you need to find slope of the budget line m is minus px by py. Remember this formula. X intercept or horizontal intercept when y equal to 0, m by px, and y intercept or vertical intercept when x equal to 0, m by py. Now here are some notes. X intercept means the maximum number of goods of type X that can be purchased when no goods of type Y can be purchased. Oh, तिमी खाजा खान्न, म चाहिँ सबै सपिङ गर्छु, द्याट क्यान बी. म खाजा मात्रै आज पुरा होटलमा जाने, खाने, स्विमिङ गर्ने, के गर्ने, म ड्रेस किन्दिनँ, द्याट क्यान बी. सो इट क्यान बी एक्सप्रेस यो पार्ट र यो पार्ट, एक्स y0 हियर, x0 हियर. यो यसरी हामीले टाइप्स अफ गुड, एक्स टाइप र वाइ टाइप्सको गुड्सहरूको म्याक्सिमम पर्चेजिङ गर्ने कुरा बुझ्छौँ. एन्ड स्लोप भनेको फ्ल्याटर इफ इट इज स्मलर छ भने स्लोप फ्ल्याटर हुन्छ, स्टिपर हुन्छ, ठाडो हुन्छ. इफ इट इज ग्रेटर, स्लोप ग्रेटर छ भने ठाडो हुँदै जान्छ भन्ने पार्ट हामी डिस्कस गऱ्यौँ. ओके, नाउ कस्ट कन्स्ट्रेन्ट्स डियर स्टुडेन्ट्स. If a firm purchases goods need to two things, labor and capital. मजदुर र क्यापिटल त चाहियो. L and K be the amount of quantity of labor. L labor चाहियो र K चाहिँ के चाहियो, capital चाहियो, that capital respectively. Then C be the total cost of the production. We have suppose C. So P small pl and small pk be two wage rate for unit of labor and price per unit of input capital respectively. यसलाई हामी लेबरको पर युनिट लेबर र एकजना मजदुर भनेर मानौँ। और पर युनिट अफ इनपुट यो क्यापिटल चाहिँ कति लाग्छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ पीके स्मल पीके ले रिप्रेजेन्ट गरौँ। टोटल इन्भेस्टमेन्ट फर यल लेबर, यल कतिजना भन्ने हो, कतिजना लेबरलाई कुन रेटमा ल्याउँछौँ। टोटल इन्भेस्टमेन्ट फर के क्यापिटल, कति क्यापिटलको लागि कति रेटको क्यापिटल हामी युज गर्छौँ, द्याट मिन्स लेबर एन्ड क्यापिटल। सो टोटल कस्ट कति लाग्छ त नि भन्दा यल टाइम्स पिएल प्लस के टाइम पीके इक्वल टु द टोटल कस्ट। दिस इज द टोटल कस्ट अफ द कन्स्ट्रेन्ट। पुँजी लाग्ने कति पुँजी लाग्छ, कति युनिटलाई र कति लेबर लाग्छ, लेबर कस्ट। जस्तै अब एउटा पाउरोटी बनाउनेलाई पिठोको कुरा हुन सक्छ, कति पिठो, कति अमाउन्टको पिठो, कति पैसाको दरले चिनी चाहिएला। त्यस्तै अरू भेरिएबल पनि हुन सक्छन्। अनि लेबर भन्ने मजदुर चाहिएला। यो पार्टमा हामी यसरी बुझौँ। देन कस्ट कन्स्ट्रेन्ट्सको इक्वेसन अफ द कस्ट प्रोडक्सन इज एलपिएल प्लस केपीके इक्वल सी। इट इज नट न्यू। कन्भर्टिङ इक्वेसन इक्वल टु स्लोप इंटरसेप्ट फर्म डियर स्टुडेन्ट्स। के equal minus PL by PK times L plus C by PK. Slope of budget line M is minus PL by PK. L intercept, or that is horizontal intercept, when K equal to 0 is C by PL, and K intercept or vertical intercept when L equal to 0 is C by PK. These are the relations derived from the first equation. Now when K equal 0, L intercept gives the maximum cost using labor when no investment made in capital. यसले मिनिङ दिन्छ। L equal 0 K intercept means the maximum cost used in capital when no investment made in labor. All the lines represented by cost constants are isocost. This is the word you have to remember, isocost. In this way we can be familiar with this terminology. Now let's start the exercise problem, dear students. Let me highlight the question first. Omen hires Rs 840 to buy biscuits and the noodles. The price per unit of biscuit is Rs 28 and the price per unit noodles is Rs 42. If so, find equation of the budget constraints and the slope and intercept of the budget line. Let me start the solution now. Here total budget that is consider as M equal to Rs 840. Then price per unit biscuit, price per unit of biscuit, that is supposed by Px equal to Rs 28. And price per unit of noodles, that is Py equal Rs 42. Now quantity of biscuit, BIS, biscuits and noodles, X and Y respectively. If this is known, then we can start the equation. Now the equation of budget constraints is XPX plus YPY equal M. XPX is what? 28 plus Y 42 equal 840. Therefore 28X plus 42Y equal 840. This is the first case. And we find this. Second case, dear students, slope of the budget line slope of the budget line, that is minus px over py, equal minus 28 over 42 is minus 2 by 3, and horizontal, that means x-intercept equal m by px, 840 over 28 equal 30, and vertical, that means y-intercept equal m over py equal 840 over 42 equal 20. In this way we can find, or we can solve this question. First, let me read out the question. The equation of the budget line is 25x plus 16y equal 400. X and Y are quantities of goods X and Y used by the customers respectively. Find the cost per unit of each goods when budget is this. Slope y-intercept of the budget line. So here, in a short way, we can solve this question. 25x plus 16y equal 400. This is budget line equation. Then comparing with x px plus y py equal m, then px is what, 25, py is what, 16. So first case, cost per unit, this is the cost per unit, cost per unit of x goods, that is px equal rs 25, cost per unit of y goods py equal rs 16. From this equation we find this, and in second part we have to find the slope, minus px by py minus 25 by 16, and y-intercept equal m over py equal 400 over 16 equal to 25. In this way we can solve this question, dear students. Now moving to next question, which is 2-year number question. A customer has an income this 1860 spent on two goods x and y whose prices per units are rs 20 and 12 and 20. From a budget constraint, find its slope. How does the slope change if the price per unit y increases to 24? It's not a difficult question. Let me write in short form. Details I have given in first number. तपाईहरु लेख्न आफै सक्नुहुन्छ, मैले अब सर्ट फर्ममा लेखेँ py equal 20. We know m equal x px plus y py, 1860 equal 12x plus 20y, by taking common 465 equal 3x plus 5y. First part is this. Now slope is minus px by py equal minus 12 by 20 equal minus 0.6 or minus 3 by 5. And the second case, if y increases price of unit y, if price of per unit of y increases to rs24, then slope minus px by py dash, I have supposed py dash, minus 2 bell by 24 equal minus 0.5. So from minus 0.6 to decreases by 0.6 to 0.5. In that way you can conclude this. Now 2b number question, dear student. Solution. Let me read out the question first. A customer want to purchase two goods A and B with RS this, the budget. Price per unit A is and B are 25 and 40 respectively. Find the budget line. Also find its intercept. What happened to X intercept if the price per unit A increases 32? What happens to Y if the price per B is half? It's not so difficult question. Okay, let me solve this directly. Yes, yeah, here, short form. Budget M equal to RS 800. P, yeah, instead of AB we can suppose XY. PX of rate, that is of A, RS 25. PY, that is the rate for B item, that is RS 40. I have considered for A and for B. I have written in that way. Then B budget line, equation of budget line is 25x plus 40y equal 800. Easily we can find. X intercept equal M by Px. 800 by 25 is 32. Y intercept M by Py equal 800 by 40 equal 20. Case second. X intercept price per A is increases a year. When Px dash equal to RS 32, then symbolically I have represented here X intercept equal M by Px dash equal 800 by 32 equal 25. Therefore decreases 32 to 25. And again price of unit B is half. Again, if P dash Y equal half of Py equal 1 by 2 40 equal 20. Now Y intercept equal M by Py 800 by 20 equal 40. It is Y intercept is increases from 20 to 40. Here X intercept is decreases from 32 to 25. This is the answer for this question. Now to C number question, dear students. Solution. Before the solution, let me read out the question. Income is 9600, two items X and Y. Prices of goods 480 and 160 from a budget line. So here M terminology you have to define while writing, but I have already defined in number one question, that's why short shortly I have written 480 py equal to rs 160. So the budget line equal, that is 9600 equal 480x plus 160y. By cancellation 60 equal 3x plus y. And also find the slope. X-intercept is m by px, 9600 by 480 equal 20. Y-intercept equal m by py, 9600 over 160 equal 60. First part is completed. And in second part, what is given in second part? Also find the slope and intercept. It's buying. What will happen to the slope and intercept when the income increases 25%? Yes. If the income increases by 25%, then m dash will be 9600 plus 25% of 9600. It will be rs 12,000. Now x intercept, that is new, equal m by m dash by px, 12,000 over 480 equal 25. Y-intercept new equal m dash by py, 12,000 over 160 equal 75. And in overall x-intercept 20 to 25 and y-intercept changes into 60 to 75. Yes, in this way we can find the slope and increase of both if income is increases. Now 3A number question, dear students. It's very interesting question. Solution. Before the solution, let me read out the question. The equation of the line of cost constraint. Now we have discussed about budget. Now we have to shift to the cost constraints. 36 EL plus 48K equal 1 to 96, where EL and K number of units of labor and capital respectively. Find the prices unit of labor and the capital. Prices unit of labor, price unit of labor and capital when the total cost is this. This is given. So here here 36 L plus 48K equal 1296 is given to us. Comparing with the equation of cost trends, that is LPL plus KPK equals C. Therefore PL equal 36 and PK equal 48. Therefore, price per unit labor equal Rs 36, price per unit capital equal to Rs 48. First part is finished. And express K in terms of F of L. So, second case, dear students, we have given 36L plus 48K equal 191296, and simply find K equal minus 36L plus 1296 over 48 over 48 equal, that implies K equal minus 3 by 4L plus 27. This is this. This is the function K equal to F of L. And for the remaining part, slope we have to find. Slope equal minus PL by PK equal minus 36 by 48 or minus 3 by 4, this. And L axis, like X axis, cost by PL equal 1296 over 36 equal 36. And K axis is a vertical axis is C by PK equal 1296 over 48 equal to 27. In this way we can solve this question. The question is like this. Solution. In the producing and agriculture equipments, the investment cost limit is 1,25,000. 1,25,000. Each labor unit cost is 1,250, and each unit capital cost is Rs 1,500. And find the cost constraint. No problem. Find the slope of the line constraints. Slope of the line. And how does the slope change if its cost of each unit labor is double? That's three conditions are here. Total cost C equal to Rs 1,25,000, and price per unit labor, that is supposed by PL equal to Rs 1,250. Price.
Sir, the mute on sir.
Okay, now the cost is this 1,25,000. Each labor unit cost this, capital unit cost this, and we have to find this much. So here total cost C equal to 1,25,000. Price per unit level is this. Price per unit capital PK equal Rs 1,500. Then we have to suppose let L and K be the amount of quantity of labor and capital. Then LPL plus KPK equals C. 1,250 L plus 1500 K equal 125000. This is the equation. This is the line of cost constraint. This is the equation, you know. And what is the slope? Slope equal minus PL over PK minus 1250 over 1500 minus 5 by 6. And then the next case next case, cost constraint slope we have find. Third is, how does the slope change if the cost of unit labor is double? If PL equal double, 2 times 1250 equal 2500, then slope equal P dash L over PK equal minus 2500 over 1500 equal, therefore the slope increases from 5 by 6 to, taking positive only, 5 by 3. About the supply and demand analysis, dear students, let me highlight about supply and demand analysis. Simple. Suppliers and producers supply the good in the market. Customers like us demands the good. And we assume that price high, demand low, price high, supply high. SUPPLY, supply high. Now, it's a familiar terminology that we use. Quantity of demand, quantity of supply. Then, if demand is more than supply, there is excess of demand, which is QD minus QS. It is known as scarcity of goods. Simple. QD is smaller than QS. Excess of supply, it is known as surplus of the good. When quantity of demand and quantity of supply are equal, this condition is market equilibrium condition. Remember, market equilibrium condition means demand and supply are equal. In this case, price of demand and price of supply are also equal. In market equilibrium condition, demand supply are equal, and in the same way, price of demand and price of supply are also equal. Now the next very important point, dear students, about break-even point or break-even analysis. We know total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost. Total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost. I have already defined fixed cost means like building machines. Variable cost means like labor cost or that goods that we want to make or we want to product every day, depends on quantity and the price. They are variable cost. And the total revenue is price per unit good and quantity of the goods sold. That is total revenue is price times quantity. And if total revenue is greater than total cost, there happens a gain to the firm. बुझिहाल्छौ कि रेभेन्यू बढी भयो, इन्कम बढी भयो and भने पक्कै पनि gain हुन्छ. That's right. If total revenue is smaller than total cost, there happens a loss of that firm or the organization. And if they are equal, total revenue and total cost, then there will be no profit and no loss. Yeah, that is profit is zero. This is a break even point. No loss, no profit, break even point. Now the graph, units sold, revenue, and this is the line, revenue line. This is the cost line here. They will meet at this point. That is called break even point. Units sold and revenue. So this is that intersecting point is break even point, BEP. And here revenue is less, cost is more. In this side there will be loss. Here will be cost will be less, income will be more, there will be profit. That is also mentioned in this graph. Maybe these are variable costs, here maybe this level is fixed cost. So in this way we can find the break even point where total revenue and total cost are equal, and if that increases then profit will make. If revenue is less there will be loss. If revenue, that this line shows revenue, it goes up then the cost, then at this condition we will get the profit by the firm or the institution. We have given demand function and supply function for a product. Now the solution is find the equilibrium price and the quantity. We have to find that. So here demand function is demand function P equal 160 minus Q, and supply function P equal 20 plus Q. At the market equilibrium condition, first condition, at the market इक्विलिब्रियम भनेको बराबर कंडीशन PS PD equal PS equal, we have to suppose P, price of demand equal price of supply, that is price, and quantity of demand equal quantity of supply equal, simply we suppose Q, because they are equal. So here P is the equilibrium, P is the P and Q are the equilibrium, 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 that's price and quantity respectively. Now PS PD equal PS. What is the price of demand? That 160 minus Q equal price of supply is 20 plus Q. From this relation we will get quantity equal, that can be 2Q, it will be 140 divided by 2, will be at 70. When Q equals 70, then P equal 160 minus Q equal to 90. So equilibrium price and quantity are, price is 90 and quantity is 70 respectively. Now the question is, yes, calculate the market price and quantity. Yes, we have find that market price and quantity. In 2A number question, dear students, let me read out the question first before starting the solution. The demand and supply function for goods are given by demand function this and supply function this. Calculate the equilibrium price and quantity as we have discussed earlier. Calculate the axis of supply when price is this. Obtain the axis of demand when price is this. Very simple question. So, demand function PD equal 120 minus 2QD, and supply function PS equal 30 plus QS. At the market equilibrium condition, equilibrium condition, PS equal PD or PD equal PS, and we know PS equal PD equal P, QS equal QD equal Q. So, or this is PD, this is PS. What's the PD is? 120 minus 2 QD equal PS is 30 plus QS, both are Q, or 120 minus 2Q equal 30 plus Q in market equilibrium condition, and then 90 equal 3Q, therefore Q equal 30. Now P equal 120 minus 2 times 30 equal 60. Therefore price P equal to RS 60, quantity Q equal to 30 units. And the second case, what is given in second case, dear students? Second case is, dear students, calculate the equilibrium, this, okay, calculate excess of supply. Second case is excess of supply. Excess of supply when P equal to 68. So we have to find, firstly PD we have to find. PD, we have PD equal 120 minus 2 QD. If this is 68, this is 120 minus 2 QD. Therefore quantity of demand will be 26 from the calculation. And again from PS equal 30 plus QS, this is 68 equal 30 plus QS, therefore quantity of supply equal 38. Then we have to find excess of supply. What is excess of supply? Excess of supply, excess of supply means quantity of supply is more and demand is less. QS minus QD equal 38 minus 26 equal to 12. That is quantity of supply. And the last is, yes, obtain the excess of demand when P is 42. For the last question, dear student, let me rub this first. Okay, for the last third part, when price equal what? 42, PD equal 120 minus 2 QD, 42 equal 120 minus 2 QD, therefore we will get QD equal 39 by calculation. Similarly PS equal 30 plus QS. What's the PS is? 42 equal 30 plus QS, therefore QS equal 12. Then excess of demand, excess of demand equal QD minus QS. That means demand is more, 39 minus 12 equal 27. In this way we can find the excess of demand. The 3 number question is given like this way, dear students. We have given the demand and supply function of two independent commodities are given below. Quantity of demand of B, quantity of supply of A, quantity of supply of B. Find the equilibrium prices and quantities. Very, very interesting question. Yes. First of all, we have given quantity of demand of A, that is 82 minus 3 PA plus PB. Similarly, quantity demand of B equal 92 plus 2 PA minus 4 PB. Simple. And quantity supply of A equal minus 5 plus 15 PA is third equation, and quantity supply of B types equal minus 6 plus 32 PB, it is IV. For the market equilibrium condition, quantity demand of A equal demand and supply are equal, quantity supply of A. So 82 minus 3 PA plus PB equal minus 5 plus 15 PA. By solving this equation, we will get 87 minus 18 PA plus PB. This is equation B. Let me change the ink. Again, for the next, quantity demand of B equal quantity supply of B for market equilibrium condition. So 92 plus 2 PA minus 4 PB equal minus 6 plus 32 PB. From here we can find 98 plus 2 PA minus 36 PB. This is equation BI. Now equation VI multiply by 9 and adding V. This is the instruction. Second line 9 ले multiply गर्यो भने 9 to the 18 PA cancel हुन्छ and we will get the solution. So from this relation 87 minus 18 PA plus PB equal 0 and then 98 times 9 is 882 plus 18 PA minus 324 PB equal to B. Adding this cancel. Now we will obtain minus 323 PB equal minus 969. Therefore PB equal 3, and putting the value of PB in the in any this equation, we will get PA. Therefore PA equal to 5 by putting the value, and Q quantity of demand of A will get 70 because P and PV को value यहाँ substitute गर्नुहोस् and you will get that, and quantity demand of B पनि तपाई पाउनुहुन्छ 90 by putting the value in this equation. P and PV को value I have done little bit fast, and we have to find equilibrium prices and quantities. In this way we can solve this question. The 4A number question is like this: the total revenue TR equal 3Q, TC equal 16 plus Q. Calculate the break even point algebraically and also find it for graphically. Calculate the total revenue and total cost at the break even point. Very interesting and important question, dear students. Now here total revenue equal 3Q, total cost equals 16 plus Q. For break even point, total revenue equal total cost. 3Q equals 16 plus Q. Then by solving Q equal to 8. Therefore total revenue equal to 24 and total cost equal to 24 at equilibrium point. Now you have to show this graphically also. Dear students, here I have shown two curves. G, this is y plus 16. Y plus 16 is that's y plus 16 is Q plus 16, like that. Total cost, this is cost function here, that is the cost function. And this one is that is a revenue function. यो भागमा तपाई लस्ट पाउनुहुन्छ, यो माथिल्लो भागमा के हुन्छ, कस्ट थोरै हुँदै जान्छ, रेभेन्यू धेरै हुँदै जान्छ, प्रॉफिट हुन्छ। अघि मैले ग्राफिकली पनि देखाएको थिएँ। तपाई यहाँ पाउनुहुन्छ 8,24, क्वान्टिटी 8 हुँदा रेभेन्यू, क्वान्टिटी 8 हुँदा रेभेन्यू चाहिँ तपाईको रेभेन्यू एन्ड कस्ट चाहिँ कति 24 पाउनुभयो। यो ब्रेक पोइन्ट हो। दुईटै क्वान्टिटी र रेभेन्यू इक्वल भयो, सरी टोटल कस्ट र टोटल रेभेन्यू इक्वल भयो भनेको 24 हो। त्यो बेला क्वान्टिटी चाहिँ कति युज भएको छ, 8 युज भएको छ। यसरी कर्भ जान्छ, यसलाई हामी यसरी देखाउन सक्छौं। The 5 number a question is like this, dear students. In manufacturing a product, the fixed cost of the firm is this: fixed cost. Variable cost for one unit product is Rs16. Sold, selling price. Break even point. Obtain the total revenue, total cost at break even. Here we have given fixed cost. FC equal to Rs 4500. Variable cost BC equal to, that is for every unit of product. Selling price of per unit product equal to Rs25. This is given. Now we have to suppose let Q be the quantity demand. Q be the quantity demand. Then what will happen? We know total cost equal fixed cost plus variable cost. So fixed cost is 4500 plus variable cost is 16Q. This is case first of TEC. And what is the total revenue is quantity into price. So that is 25Q. Total cost, total revenue. For break even point, what will happen? Total revenue equal total cost. 25Q equal 4500 plus 16Q. By calculation we will find Q equal 500. And total revenue equal total cost equal 25 times 500 equal 12,500. 12,500 is the total revenue, total cost at break even point. The total revenue and total cost at break even point is this. In this way we can solve such questions. Now the second part, dear students, about application in business and economics. Till now we have discussed in linear form, now it is in quadratic form. In business and economics, if the economic variable is in the form of y equal ax square plus bx plus c, which is quadratic form, it represents the parabola, you are aware of that, and the maximum or minimum value occurs at the vertex x comma y. Maximum value or minimum value occurs at this point of the parabola. In previous lessons, maximum minimum we have discussed. So what is the vertex of parabola? We have to find minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. This is the vertex. And if a is greater than 0, the curve, if a is greater than 0, the curve turns upward and minimum value occurs at the vertex. This condition. If a is less than 0, the maximum value occurs at the vertex, like this situation. Yes. And the maximum or minimum value will be x and y as mentioned above. This is x, this is y. And break even point we have already discussed, total cost equal to total revenue. Market equilibrium condition is demand equal to supply. Remember, ब्रेक इभन भनेको टोटल कस्ट र टोटल रेभेन्यू बराबर भएको पार्ट, मार्केट इक्विलिब्रियम भनेको डिमान्ड र सप्लाई. जति मान्छेहरूले डिमान्ड गरेछन् त्यति मात्रै सप्लाई गरियो भने मार्केटमा हलचल आएन. त्यो इक्विलिब्रियम कन्डिसन भनेको इकोनोमिकल्ली त्यो पोइन्टमा जान्छ. अनि ब्रेक इभन पोइन्ट भनेको संस्थालाई, यो भनेको मार्केटको कुरा, यो भनेको फर्मको कुरा. टोटल कस्ट र टोटल रेभेन्यू बराबर छ भने घाटामा गएन, नाफा पनि भएन, घाटा पनि गएन. डिमान्ड र सप्लाई बराबर छ भने मार्केटमा हलचल भएन, भनेको मान्छेहरूले पाएनन्, स्कार्सिटी भयो अथवा एक्सिस भयो भन्ने भएन. जति प्रडक्ट छ त्यति के भन्छ, बिक्री भइरहेछ भने जति कमाइ छ त्यति के छ, खर्च पनि छ. त्यो हुँदाखेरि फर्म इक्विलिब्रियम हुन्छ, फर्म इभन ब्रेक इभन पोइन्टमा हुन्छ, नोन प्रफिट नोन लस. मार्केटमा चाहिँ जति खोजेछन् त्यति सप्लाई छ भने मार्केट पनि के हुन्छ, इक्विलिब्रियम कन्डिसनमा चलिरहेको हुन्छ. यो कुरा चाहिँ हामीले बुझ्नै पर्छ. टोटल कस्ट इक्वल टोटल रेभेन्यू इज ब्रेक इभन पोइन्ट. इट मे गिवन इन अब्जेक्टिभ्स अल्सो. Market equilibrium condition is demand equal to supply. And if the value of A is greater than 0, minimum occurs, that I have shown. A is less than 0, maximum occurs, turn upwards and downward, and the vertex gives the minimum or maximum value. X represents and Y represents in this way, but that gives according to the economics theory or economics justification. Dear students, we have to continue the exercise problem that we have already discussed about the concept of quadratic form. Now let me start the solution. Before the solution, that we have to read the question. The supply function and demand functions are given below. This is supply function, P equal Q square plus 40. Demand function is 240 minus Q square. Calculate the market equilibrium price and quantity. The solution is here. Here supply function P equal Q square plus 40. Demand function P equal 240 minus Q square. For market equilibrium मिन्स नो सर्टेज होइन, जति उत्पादित छ त्यति चाहिँ मार्केटमा सेल भइरहेछ त सप्लाई भइरहेछ, जति चाहना गरिरहेका छन् ग्राहकहरूले त्यति नै सप्लाई भइरहेछ। यो बेलामा डिमान्ड र सप्लाई इक्वल हुन्छ। फर मार्केट इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन, फर मार्केट इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन demand equal to supply. So what's the demand is 240 minus Q square equal Q square plus 40, or 200 equal to Q square, shifting this to right, 100 equal Q square, therefore Q equal to 10, and then the price P equal Q square plus 40 equal 10 square plus 40 equal 140. In this way we can find the price, and we have to find still we have to find the quantity. What's the quantity is? Quantity is 10. What is the price? Therefore P is 4140. In this way we can find quantity and price. Now the next question, dear students. Solution. Before the solution, let's discuss the question. The revenue and cost function of the product. Revenue function is 80 minus Q square. Cost function is 2Q plus 5. Find the quantity to be produced to make the break-even point. In first question we have discussed market equilibrium. In market equilibrium, the demand and supply should be equal, and in break-even point, total revenue and total cost should be equal. So here the function of total revenue equal 80 minus Q square, and the cost function is 2Q plus 5. For break-even point, total revenue equal to total cost. So total revenue is 80 minus Q square, and the total cost is 2Q plus 5. And in this way, what's the question is, you can shift this to 0 equal Q square plus 2Q plus 5 minus 80, or Q square plus 2Q minus 75 equal to 0. Then you have to find using QD form. you have to find the value of q. Let me highlight 2b number questions again. I will solve 2b number questions. In 2b number question, total revenue is given 200q minus 3q square, and total cost is given 1440 plus 8q plus 3q square. So for the break even point, total revenue should be equal to total cost. Total revenue is 200q minus 3q square equal total cost is 1440 plus 8q plus 3q square, or 0 equals 6q square, this and this, and minus 192q plus 1440, 0 equal q square minus 32q plus 240 by taking 6 common over here. Now using quadratic form, q equal minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac by 2a, that's comparing with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and then q equal 32 plus minus minus 32 whole square minus 4 1, c is 240 all over 2 times 1 equal 32 plus minus root under 64 by 2 equal 32 plus minus 8 by 2 equal, therefore quantity equal 20 by taking plus sign, 40 by 2, and 12 by taking minus sign. In this way we can solve this question. In this question, what we have given, let's discuss first. The total cost of a product given CQ equal Q square minus this. Okay. Find the quantity Q or AX to be produced so that the cost is minimum. Cost is minimum. Also find the minimum cost. Cost is minimum at what point, and what is the minimum cost? We have given this in quadratic form. Solution. We know here what we have given, dear students. CQ equal Q square minus 120Q plus 8670. We have given this cost function. Comparing with y equal ax square plus bx plus c, then what is a? 1. What is b? Minus 120. And what is c? 8670. As we have discussed earlier in the concept, is a equal 1 greater than 0, so the minimum value, if a is positive, there will be the minimum value at that vertex. Yeah, minimum value occurs at the vertex. This is the rule. Minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. Using this method, 120 by 2 comma 4 times 1 times 8670 minus 120 whole square by 4 times 1 in B. By calculation, dear students, we obtain here 60, here 5070 by this calculation using calculator. After that, we can define, dear students, this is price. Therefore, the required price is 60, rs 60, and this is the revenue cost function back hunale, that's minimum revenue is rs 5070. In this way, first x is cost, this is revenue, accuracy price, this is the revenue. In this way we can find minimum cost, cost is minimum, maybe minimum minimum cost, not revenue. This is minimum cost, this is the minimum quantity. Yes, we have given here solution. The total revenue function RQ, demand function PQ are given below. RQ equal 1800 cube minus Q square, and find the number of items to be produced to make the revenue maximum. Also find the maximum revenue. Here revenue, previous questions are about cost, dear students. Okay, here the we have given here total revenue function R of Q equal 1800 Q minus Q square. Comparing with y equal to ax square plus bx plus c, dear students. What is a? This is x square, from that is minus 1. Bx, this is b equal 1800 and c equal to 0. I believe you understand this. Then as a equal minus 1 is smaller than 0, so the maximum value occurs at the vertex. That's why the vertex that represents, what represents? Quantity, comma, make a revenue yes, this find the number of items to be products, quantity, and also find the maximum revenue. First quantity and second revenue. Minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a, and using this formula, dear students, minus b minus 1800 by 2 times minus 1, and then 4 times a is minus 1, c is 0, minus b square, that is 1800 its square all over 4 times a is minus 1, and by calculation we obtain 15 comma 13500. You can use calculator, this will be 0. Therefore required quantity equal 15, required revenue, that is 13500, which is maximum revenue, as we need to find the maximum revenue, dear student. Let me read out the 5 number question, dear students. The demand function for a particular product Q, that f of p equals 6000 minus 250p, where Q is the units in units and p in rupees. Determine the total revenue function R f of p. What is the concavity of the revenue function? What is the total revenue be at price Rs20? How many units will be demanded at this price? At what price will the revenue be maximum, and find the maximum revenue? There are many questions. So the solution here, dear student, firstly demand function. Demand function Q equal f of p equal 6000 minus 250p. First part is this, where Q is units and p is rupees. Then first part is what is the concavity of the revenue function. Before that, we know, dear students, what is revenue. Revenue R is price times quantity equal P times Q, or simply it is P times Q in this form. So we have given Q here, P times, what is the value of Q? 6000 minus 250p, as given symbol is this. Therefore revenue function f of p equal, determine the total revenue function, that is the first part. 6000 p minus 250 p square. This is the first part, dear students. Revenue means price times quantity. Price P and quantity is given in the function, so we have multiplied, and that is the revenue function, total revenue. Okay, then comparing with y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. What is a? Minus 250. Yes, what is b? You can see here 6000 and c equal 0. So as a equal minus 250, which is less than 0, so the curve turns downwards. So this is the concavity that turns downwards. This is the first part. And again what will be the total revenue be at price 20? Again, when P equal to Rs20, then the revenue function is this. So total revenue equal 6000 P minus 250 P square equal 6000 times 20 minus 250 times 20 square equal rs 20,000. Also how many units will be demanded at this price? Q equal, what is Q function? 6000 minus 250p equal 6000 minus 250 times 20 equal 1000 units. This is the for this. And at what price will the revenue be maximum? So again we have compare A, B, C, we know that. And the curve turns downward. Is A equal minus 250 less than 0? So the vertex is minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a equal minus 6000. Is it 6000? Yes. Divide by 2 times minus 250 is minus 500 comma c is 0, that's why minus b square is 6000 whole square over 4 times minus 250. And from this relation, dear students, we will find 12 comma 36,000. Therefore if the price is rs 12, then the max revenue is rs 36,000. In this way you can complete this question. Now 6a number question, dear students. Let me read out the question first. Solution. If the revenue function and total cost function are Rx is this, Cx is this, find the value of the maximum profit. Interesting question. Here revenue function Rx equal 5x minus 3x square. Cost function Cx equal x square minus 3x. Yeah. Find the value of maximum profit. We have to find the value of maximum profit. We know what is profit. Profit pi equal total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue is here function. What is the function? That is 5x minus 3x square minus this x square plus 3x equal minus 4x square plus 8x. Yeah, minus 4x square plus 8x, that is pi equal. Now comparing with y equal ax square plus bx plus c, a equal minus 4, b equal 8 and c equal 0. Is a equal minus 4 is less than 0, it has max profit and the vertex is minus b by 2a, for ac minus b square by 4a. From this relation, dear student, that minus b means minus 8 by 2 times a is minus 4, comma b square minus ac is 0 minus b square, that is minus 8 square over 4 times minus 4. Then we obtain that minus minus got, here is 1, here is 4. Therefore the maximum profit value is 4. Yes, in this way we can find the maximum profit value is 4. Maybe the cost is 1, or no, revenue is 1, maximum profit value is 4. The B number question is, a firm has the demand function this, cost function this, find the price at which the profit is maximum, also find the maximum profit. Here demand function given, demand function P equal 108 minus 5q, this is demand function, and cost function C equal minus 12q plus q square. We know total revenue is price into quantity. P function is 108 minus 5q times q, is quantity is that is 108q minus 5q square. Profit pi equal total revenue minus total cost equal 108q minus 5q square minus the cost is minus 12q plus q square. From this relation we can find 120q minus 6q square by this calculation. Now comparing with y equal ax square plus bx plus c, a equal minus 6, b equal 120 and c equal 0. Thus it has a max profit at the vertex. Now vertex equal minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. Using this formula we can find the vertex 10 comma 600. Put this value and you will get that. Therefore max profit is 600, quantity is 10, quantity equal 10, and price P equal 108 minus 5q equal 108 minus 5 times 10 equal 58. In this way you can solve this question. The last question is like this. Demand function is given, fixed cost and variable cost are given, and we have to find accordingly total cost function, total revenue function, break-even point, maximum revenue, express the function in terms of q, maximum profit, and sketch the graph. So here demand function P equal 24 minus 2q, fixed cost equal to rs 330, variable cost equal to rs 8, total cost equal fixed cost plus variable cost equal 30 plus 8Q. Total revenue equal to PQ. P is that 24 minus 2Q times Q equal 24Q minus 2Q square. And the first, it is defined. Find the break even. For break even, total cost equal to total revenue, or total revenue equal to total cost. 30 plus 8Q equal 24Q minus 2Q square. And by solving this, we will get quantity equal 5 or 3. I have meshing these steps, you can find this. And third, total revenue equal 24Q minus 2Q square. Then y equal ax square plus bx plus c. Comparing with this, a equal minus 2, b equal to 24, and c equal to 0. Using now the vertex is equal minus b by 2a, 4ac minus b square by 4a. Using this formula and this value, we will get 6,72 as a vertex. So therefore maximum revenue is 72. Then profit pi equal tr minus tc equal 24Q minus 2Q square minus 30 minus 8Q. Pi q equal 2Q square minus 2Q square plus 16Q minus 30. Comparing with y equal ax square plus bx plus c, a equal to minus 2, b equal to 16, and c equal to minus 30. Now the vertex x comma y equal minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. Using this value, we will get 4 comma 2. This value you have to use, and we will get 4 comma 2. Therefore maximum profit equal to 2. Now we can see the graph of this function, dear students. Look at here. I will show you about total revenue or revenue graph and total profit. From our calculation about total revenue, if the quantity is 6, then the maximum revenue is 72. We obtain that result. If, again I will repeat, if the quantity is 6, at that time the maximum revenue is 72. Let me show you this. This I have drawn the line from x equal to 6, and this green color is the total revenue curve. Let's see whether there is maximum value or turning point or the vertex at 6,72 or not. So I will shift this down. This line is x equal to 6. I already mentioned you that. In a real graph, I also look at here. They intersect if the quantity is 6, here also given this, and the maximum point 6,72, whether 6 is the quantity and the maximum revenue is 70 at this point. y-axis. So the graph shows the if the quantity is 6, then at that time the revenue will be maximum, or the selling. If the price is 6 in the rather than quantity, to obtain the revenue we need a price or the